Hello everyone and welcome back to EU4, where, yeah, we're still in this war, we're still doing our thing. It's easy, it's chill. Now, yeah, let's get back to this, right? Where is it? Where's my recording software? Yeah, I'm recording, good. Okay, good. Revolts, bunch of shit. Stuff is happening all over the map. Doesn't really matter though. Does not really matter. Chimera is here. And you're gonna merge with those lads. And you know what? I'm fine with that. I can live with that. It's not exactly the best of armies, but it's fine. Now, actually I realize I haven't talked to you guys about what happened at that party I said I was going and I was recording for. Because I was gonna be busy. It was an absolute fucking shit show. And I even happened to play hero. I mean, I had fun. And it wasn't that bad. I admit it wasn't that bad. And I had some fun. I had actual fun. Which is weird. Integration is a slow process. Nice. And we finished off kill 1. Meaning, all of South America, all of Africa is now ours. Awesome. But yeah, you know. Ooh, defective province. Who? Where is it? Wait. What's your name? Kav. Here. You. Declare war. Ooh. Ooh. Let's go. But, yeah, basically what happened, it was a party, as you'd normally expect. Just chill, casual party. Had some grill, like we grilled some shit. Had a grill. All is well. My coach, well, my old coach, my former coach, was there. So was his wife and the coach of the girls from my class. All is well and good. We're all having fun. We're all partying. All is awesome. We cooked. We danced. Good fun. And then, well, they were supposed to leave. They were supposed to be there because we basically rented this place out for a night. Just, you know, partying, drinking, having fun. You know, the usual. And we invited them because, you know, it was, you know, polite, to say the least. Like, it was polite. That was basically the idea, just to be polite, because that was the idea. And the idea was that they would leave after some time and, you know, let us have our fun, because you can't really have fun when your teacher or your coach is right there. And guess what? They didn't. After a few hours, they just didn't leave. They just stayed. They got drunk and they never actually went anywhere. And we were all just sitting there like, what the fuck, bro? These guys are drinking and eating. This is basically their party now. It's not our party anymore. And we were just all sitting there like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Some people, like a lot of people, actually wanted to leave. We wanted to avoid them because they were putting their shitty music. It was a shit show, really. It turned really nasty. And a lot of people wanted to leave. Myself included, because I was like, yeah, dude, I wanted to take some shit tonight, I wanted to get drunk, I wanted to actually get some party going, like have some fun tonight, you know? And I did have some fun, I actually did have quite a bit of fun. It's just not as much as I would have preferred. And, yeah, we sit there and we all look at each other like, well, we ended up being just sitting on a balcony for like a good hour, just talking about how the fuck we were gonna kick these guys out, because they were, again, partying, drinking, having fun on our money, because we've paid for all this shit. I went during the morning, like before our celebration at school for the end of high school. And I went with a friend of mine, and we bought all the meat, all the shit that we needed for that night, for the party. Peace offer from the woo. Do you want to die? No. Well, that's unfortunate. And and yeah, it was kind of shit. Kind of a shit situation. And we were all talking like, bro, how the fuck do we kick them out? Because we didn't want to be rude. It's just, especially because I have some problems. I won't go into them, but like, I'm not exactly in a position to be rude to my teachers, to say the least. Ooh, wait. Hold on. We now have imperialism. Does that mean what I think it means? Let's see. You. Imperialism! I'm not gonna do the whole full voice shout because, yeah, they will be better off in a glorious empire. I'm not gonna do the full shout, the full bravos thing, because I don't have the voice or the walls to take care of that. So, yeah, peace offer from Mink. I don't give a fuck, Mink. I don't give a fuck what you want. I could care less. I couldn't care less, actually. And a bunch of the, like, one of the girls who was pretty much leading this whole thing and she was being busy and dealing with a lot of what the whole party entailed, like renting the place, actually coordinating the whole thing. And she looks at us, and she looks at specifically me and another one of my friends, I'm known for not giving a shit, and he is known for being absolutely insane. And my dude just goes out and actually does gang shit. Like, don't want to get involved with that guy. If you can avoid it. And she goes to us and like, do something, kick them out. I don't care. I don't know. Do something about this. She was genuinely getting pissed. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, if it was any other situation, I would. Like, I would, but like, I don't really wanna in this situation. And it's just like, we need somebody to go out there and kick and just send them home. And like, we're all talking about like, we're gonna call them a ride. We need to find a way to get them out of here, so we can actually have a party. And nobody really decides anything. It's just somebody ends up saying something like, let's go kick them out. And that's what we do. Everybody we all get off of that balcony where we strategized, and we go and quote unquote kick them out. But halfway to the actual place where we were all sitting in the, it wasn't a garden, it was like in the yard, I suppose, the yard of this place we were renting out, in the backyard basically. We run into the coach of the girls, and because in my mind I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna take my backpack, because all my shit was in my backpack, and like, yeah, if this doesn't work, if we can't kick them out, I'm gonna take my backpack and I'm gonna walk home. Like, it was a 2-hour walk until home. It was 1 hour and back to the city, and like 40 something minutes back to my home from the edge of the city. But that's not really an issue, because it's what, 2 hours? Fuss. As whatever, it doesn't really matter. Oh, the Xi is not even involved in this war. This is bullshit. This war is bullshit. But yeah, we all, like, I'm ready to go home. I'm perfectly, fully willing to go home. I didn't much care about a good portion of the people that ended up staying. I didn't much care for them. I couldn't be bothered with their existence. We were not exactly that great friend. Like, I was not close to any of them. Well, I was close with a bunch of them, but like, one of them, a friend was going to leave anyway. He was about to leave, so I didn't I didn't really... Like, one of them was leaving, one of them was drunk as fuck. We're not exactly hanging about altogether. So I was not exactly all that just sad about the idea of leaving. I was like, yeah, it was a cool party, but it's kind of gone to shit. It's no longer fun. So I'm willing to walk 2 hours back home. No biggie. And I love just my dudes. Everybody was like, bro, are you stupid? Are you insane? Yeah, that is kind of what I do. So so I take my shit. It was mostly packed because I didn't actually need to unpack anything. I had like a shirt because I had a short sleeve shirt on me, and that was basically what I had. And I was planning on staying until morning. And I was planning to change into that shirt and when I needed to go home. Didn't actually happen. Didn't need most of the stuff I had in there. But yeah, I pick up my backpack and I'm like, I'm taking it with me. If this doesn't work out, if we don't convince them to leave, so be it. I just take up my backpack and we leave. And guess what happens? Like I said, we run into this dude, their coach. And he asks me, dude, that's my name. He calls me my name. And are you going home? Like, yeah. And I actually go into a discussion with this dude who is just, you can tell he's processing like every other word of what I'm saying. And I actually go into a discussion with this dude. And by the time it's over, he asks me, like, I explained to him, like, bro, no, I'm leaving because this is boring, the party is no longer fun, we're not having fun. And he asks, and we have a chat about as much of a coherent talk as you can have with somebody that's drunk. To be fair, he was relatively coherent, so it was not that bad, but still. So we have a chat, and I'm like, cool. Still kind of want to go home, but at the end of the chat, he's like, so if we leave, you guys would be having you guys would be having more fun. It's like, yeah, and I genuinely say, like, yeah, with all due respect, yes, we would. And by the way, I don't want to give you the impression like I was rude. No, I was totally insanely respectful to this dude. I was so polite and so well articulated. I was like, bruh. I even impressed myself considering he took me off guard. I was like, what? That was neat. It was actually neat. It was actually neat. I talked my way out of that one really easy. And just, I feel like I did decent in that one. And he doesn't seem to be going anywhere. They don't seem to be going anywhere. When I look around me, by the time the chat is over, I look around me and I'm like, I came here. We were going there, all united, like pretty much everybody, like everybody that was still around. And there's like 3 dudes around now. It's like, I see you fuckers. And after I'm done, and I stop talking with the dude, and he walks away, and I walk away, like half of my classroom they just come out of the fucking woodworks and like, yo, good job, dude, awesome. I'm like, you fuckers just hid. You just ran away, you little bitches. You call yourself adults, huh? That's how you want to do this, huh? Okay. I didn't much care, to be fair, but still, found it really funny. Goods produced, yep. Goods produced modifier. Found it really funny anyway. So, he doesn't seem to be willing to leave. And then comes up the idea that we need to talk to our actual homeroom teacher. And by the way, homeroom teacher, I've been using this whenever I talked about school. I've been using this term, but I'm not sure how this homeroom works. Like, I'm not sure how that works. Because I think it's the same thing as what we have. But basically, what we have is our school system has an actual class. We have a class that we're a part of. We don't have we all have the same schedule all the time. And our homeroom teacher, which I'm assuming that's the same thing, is the teacher that basically takes care of us, that is in charge of our class, and doesn't actually teach us anything. It's sort of our yeah, it's sort of our just takes care of us, not really teaching us any actual, like, it's not a math teacher, not any sort of teacher really. It usually tends to be teachers from the same class, or teachers like they end up being teachers from that actually have to teach. Fuck, there has to be a better word for that. We have a word for that, but in Romanian, but I don't think there is one in English, or if there is, I don't know. But yeah, they're teachers that just, you know, teach in our class for a different subject, for a subject. But in our case, it's a teacher that she's a sports teacher. She's like a specifically handball teacher, and she usually teaches the boys. She teaches us, and she is basically law and order for our class. That's basically the whole point of it. I don't know if I've explained that well, but still. Oh, Ming is completely sieged. Hi, Ming. You willing to fall? You're willing to fall. Goodbye, Ming. But that's basically what a homeroom teacher does and is. They're just a teacher that teaches, that takes care of our entire class rather than actually teach us anything, and organizes us in for events and shit like that. Sort of like a, yeah, I don't know, that's the best way I can put it, honestly. And okay, what the fuck? 54. That's bullshit. Wasn't it here? Here. Go in there. Collapse of the Silk Road. Well, I don't much care about the Silk Road. I don't think I do, honestly. I have all the shit I need in here. 61. Okay, bro. But yeah, that's basically what a homeroom teacher is and does. So she's at the party, and we're like, yeah, let's just talk with her. Let's just talk with her, because they're pretty much the top dogs in this situation. They're, if you want to get them out of here, we need to talk with them. And we're like, yeah, let's go talk with them. And this time there is not even any sort of pretending like, oh no, we're with you. No, this time I'm alone. I'm entirely fucking alone. Nobody so much as tries to attempt to look as if they are interested in coming with me. And I'm like sitting there, I'm taking a moment and like, okay, how the fuck am I gonna do this? Because it's one thing to talk with my teacher, well, the coach of the girls, and another thing entirely to talk with my homeroom teacher. Because my relationship with that woman is, oh boy, I hate her guts, to say the least. I hate her guts, and there is so much I would like to say to her, and none of it is nice. And that sort of goes against the whole thing of being polite, if you know. Like, I can totally be polite with her. I usually am polite with her, because that's my thing. That's what I've been taught. I'm always polite, if I can. But she's an entirely different story when compared to the coach of the girls. Because I don't have nothing. I don't really know that dude. I barely talk to him. I don't think I've really had a real conversation with him ever. He knows me, because everybody fucking knows me in that school, apparently. I'm just that fucking famous. But like, he knows me, because, yeah. And I know him because he was obviously the coach of the girls. But there's obviously Jew community in yeah, sure. But yeah, talking with her, entirely different can of worms. And I'm like, I'm just gonna go say goodbye. I have my pack. I am willing to go home, and I will go home. And my plan is to just make him feel, make her and whichever one of the teachers is around her, whether it be her husband, my old coach, or her husband, which is my old coach, or the wife of the girls' coach, because that was those were the 4 people actually there. And whoever was there, I was just planning on making them feel bad for the fact that they were ruining our party, and they should probably go home. And I failed spectacularly. I am disappointed in myself for that failure, because instead of actually having a constructive conversation and actually saying anything actually meaningful to them, let's say, what ended up happening was that I go there, and again, I'm caught unprepared, because she sees me with my backpack on my shoulder, and she's like, "Are you leaving?" And I'm just stopped, and I'm like, "Fuck, yes, I'm leaving." It's like, why? And and this is where the big mistake comes. I should have said yes, because the party is no longer, because I'm bored, the party is no longer fun, and it's just, nobody's having fun anymore. It's just not interesting, it's not worth staying. That's what I should have said. And that could have given me the chance to continue the conversation on my own terms, therefore allowing me to just take control of the conversation and steer it into the idea of guilt-tripping them into leaving. I didn't do that. Instead, I answered fast and wrong. I answered fast and stupid, and ended up saying yes because I'm bored. And I don't even remember if I said yes because I'm bored and the party is no longer fun. I'm sure I said yes because I'm bored, but I'm not sure if I said yes because I'm bored and the party is no longer fun. I'm not sure if I added that last bit. And she said, and she doesn't say anything. She didn't say anything. She didn't continue the conversation in anything resembling the direction I was hoping the conversation would continue in. Basically, I just forfeited the whole, I have forfeited control of the conversation and the subject to her, which is a grave mistake. It was a bad move. Should not have done it. I feel bad about it still. It was a failure on my part, and I hope I will remember it, and I hope I'll remember to avoid it, and I hope I'll remember to avoid it next time I have to use this sort of tactic. Just take your time, talk things out on your own terms. You don't need to answer right away. It's a bad call to answer right away. You need to take a moment and formulate your own words into your own head so you know what to say. Don't rush it. Very bad idea to rush it. I rushed it. My bad. And what ends up happening is that she just asks me, how are you gonna leave? Like, how are you gonna go? And I'm like, I'm gonna walk. And yeah, I did end up walking back home for 2 hours, obviously. And she asked me, she asked me, this word is kind of hard to translate because it doesn't really have a direct equivalent in English. But she basically asked me something like, are you stupid or are you crazy? That's basically the idea. With the same tone of just monotone voice, like I'm sort of just talking here, like I'm not surprised, that monotone voice. She wasn't really like shocked or anything like that. She just asked like a normal question. Nothing actually, like, no emotion in that voice, basically. So, not good. Not good for my original goals. And I just said, yeah, usually. Which is also, I mean, it's a weird thing to say, but yes, that is usually how I do things. It's well within my character to just spend 2 hours walking home because I felt like it. Because I just didn't want to stay. Have I done that before? 2 hours, no, but I did walk to and from places for more than 3 hours just because I wanted to visit somebody. I felt like going to visit somebody, some family, friends. So I've done that before, and I did consider. Actually, I still do consider going to my relatives who live, like, normally it'd be 40 minutes, just about 40 minutes to an hour by car. So it would take me like it would take me a couple of hours. Last I checked, when I was a kid, my mom told me, like, because I said that thing to my mom, like, I proposed the idea of just walking to our relatives back there, like, out there, and she told me, like, it would take you like a day or two, like, it would take you like 2 days, and I'm like, I don't think it would take me 2 days, but a day, half a day, just about. Actually, let me do this. Give me a moment. I want to check it. Because I actually never checked this, and I should. Because that's kind of how I roll. Let me see. Maps. Google Maps. From my current location. Come on, you slow piece of shit. Yeah. To... Okay. Come on. Heh. Okay. 35 minutes by car. Okay, that's not as much as I thought. Directions. Okay, how do I... 8 hours. Okay, 8 hours. That's not bad. Okay, no, that's stupid. No, that's totally fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. No, oh, that's so totally fine. I think I'm gonna go. I mean, not now, not anytime soon, like in a month or two, maybe. I don't know. If I feel like going, I can just end up going, and I just leave early, or either at night or early during the day, and just get there. Maybe leave at night, get there, just spend the day with them, and come back at night again. That'd be an idea. Steak towers. Nice. Okay, so that's an option. I actually wanted to go look that up and see if that was a realistic option for me. And it is. It's cool. But anyway, yeah, she's like, are you stupid? Are you crazy? Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do this. And she just says, okay. I'm like, it's 1:30. And at night, it's 1:30 a.m. Is it a.m.? Antemeridian? I think it's a.m. It's 1:30 in the morning, and like at night. And I'm about to walk 2 hours to the city. And I'm about to spend 2 hours walking home. And all she has to say is, okay. Okay, bro. And at that moment I was like, yep, this was a failure. They're not leaving, so I am. And I'm perfectly fine with leaving, and I'm like, yep, we're done. We're done here. I'm done here. I'm going. Tariffs on wine. And I pass by my old coach, who asked me, are you leaving? I'm like, yeah. Are you stupid? Well, not stupid. Like, the same word that doesn't really have a real translation, a direct translation. Like, are you stupid / crazy? I'm like, yeah. And he says the exact same thing. And he says, okay. I'm like, cool. well, I suppose I'm going home now. And that's exactly what I did. And I'd like to say that walk home was horrible, was just, well, not the train, not like, I spent the entire day before that walking. The entire day, that's all I did, was walk. Because I woke up at like 6:30. I went to sleep the previous night. A lot of subjects. Cool. Photo, okay. I went to sleep the previous night at like 1 AM and woke up at like 6:30 actually. And I was busy helping my bro out, went and took photos, I had a full day, way more than I usually, I did a lot more than I usually do, basically. I was way too active, and actually my feet were hurting like hell. But still, I walked, like, they were hurting as hell even before we even got to the party, to the place we rented out. So, you know, not fun. But in the end I walked it home. What was the most annoying though, was the fact that apparently so few people walked that road, that although we have sidewalks for a good portion of it, even though not a lot of people, you know, walk that way, because you'd have to be stupid to actually do it. Ergo, I did it. But yeah, you'd have to be stupid to do it. And yeah, I ended up, and yeah, there's spider webs. There's actual fucking spider webs between, like, telephone poles and shit like that. And okay, this is fun. This is done. Indochina. Yeah, Indochina. All of it, Indochina. There's actual spider webs between the telephone poles and fences, which is insane. It was annoying as fuck, because I ended up having to just running into telephone poles. Not running into telephone poles, that'd be funny. No, I end up actually running into spider webs, which is horribly annoying, because I hate that feeling. It's just not fun. So, yeah, that happened. Not fun. But in the end, I walk home for like an hour, and I end up at the edge of the city after an hour. And I call one of my dudes out, one of my buddies out. I'm just like, yo, what's up? What, because I'm curious, what ended up happening at the party? And what the motherfucker tells me just makes me pause. I'm like, yeah, they actually left. Like, really, like, after you had your argument with them, which it wasn't an argument. I was ridiculously polite. If it was an argument, it would have been obvious. I don't argue for insignificant reasons. I don't do that kind of shit. That's not how I roll. But yeah, like, after you had that argument with them, they left. I'm like, well, I suppose mission accomplished? Would have been nice to know that before I actually went and left, you know, that would have been awesome. But fine, fuck it. And I actually stopped there. I was like at the edge of the city. I spent an hour walking. I'm like, do I walk back? Do I spend another hour to walk back? But for some reason, because I was doing the math for the entire journey without actually considering the fact that I still had to walk like for another hour to get home. So I only made it like I only walked for 1 hour, not 2, as was the original plan. In my mind, I was like, do I really want to walk back home back there 2 hours, spend 2 hours walking back there? Is this really what I want? And I was actually considering going back. Ironically, I didn't. I probably should have. Would have been fun, but I didn't. So yeah, I kind of regret not going back. And I'm kind of pissed at them for the fact that none of them actually called me to tell me, yo, dumbass, get back here. They left. I was like, okay, bro, don't call me. I made them leave, arguably. I made them leave, but sure, don't actually tell me they left. Don't actually... No, just, no need to tell me that, no need to... Like, why should I do that? Like, why would you do that? Like, don't actually tell me they left, don't actually tell me they are... that I should come back because they left and the party's still on. No, don't do that. Why would you do that? That'd be too nice of you. And that's that, huh? Yeah, I'm done. Deviate. Fine. Centralized state cancelled. Okay. Deviate. Does Deviate even exist anymore? Ooh, yeah, no, oh, I just realized this. Yes, no, that checks out, Without corruption, that is an issue. It is a very big issue. What is it? Yeah, overextension is kind of an issue. Hopefully some of this land goes away. I have to take my corruption away, please. Ow. Ow. But yeah, that's basically the whole what ended up happening at the party and shit. It was fun. I had fun. Didn't actually get drunk or high. I should have gotten high. I really wanted to get high. But no, apparently that's not enough. Apparently I'm too big. One of my dudes got high off of the exact same shit, but like, no, I don't get high because I'm too big. By the way, don't do drugs, kids. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, what made you think that you still had those rights? Didn't actually even get drunk. Like, how am I gonna go to a party and not get drunk? What the fuck? It was just sad. It was just genuinely sad. I didn't get drunk, I didn't get high. Didn't actually end up doing anything fun, if you catch my drift. Nothing. I was supposed to do shots with one of my bodies, but no, I didn't actually get to do that either because, hey, party's kind of over. Like, come on, bro. Oh, I really wanted to do shots with that dude, but no, I didn't get to. Because if I did that, that would have been too cool. That would have been awesome. That would have been fun. No, I didn't get that. I didn't get to do fun things. That would have been too fun. Absolute disgrace. But hey, it is what it is, I suppose. It's not worth... What? Crying about it? Not worth thinking about it too much. Unfortunate. But hey, it's fine. In the end, I had fun. Bunch of people had fun. Bunch of people didn't have fun. Hopefully they don't actually talk about, like, none of the teachers actually ends up talking about it to me tomorrow, actually. Yeah, tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to school. Or, you know, anytime next week. Because the next week is the last week of school. The last week of high school. It's the actual end of high school month. Well, then again, we have exams after it, so like a while after it. But it's the actual end of going to classes. If they do end up talking to me, I'm perfectly fine with giving them a whole fucking speech about it. Just telling them everything I want to tell them. But hey, hopefully that doesn't happen. If it does happen, it is what it is. I'm just gonna have a full-on speech and tell them everything I wanted to tell them for all these fucking years. Because I have a lot to tell them. I have a lot to tell them. I don't particularly like these people. Well, two of them. Again, not rude. I do not plan on being rude. Being rude is stupid. If you want to make a good point, if you want to win anything, any conversation. Do not be rude. Being rude is the worst thing you can do. Rebels have crossed the borders. Okay. Oi, shitheads. Oi, shitheads. You're dead. Anyway. But yeah, don't be rude. Don't be rude. This is a piece of advice from me to you. If you want to win any debate, anything really, if you want to win in any situation, when you need to talk about with somebody, if you want to win a contest of wits or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you don't swear. You don't swear at all. Even to make a point, you don't do it, because that is considered rude. And the best way to do it, and to make yourself seem superior, or to if you do consider yourself superior, you're kind of an asshole. But if you want to make it clear that you are superior in that conversation, be very careful not to swear and not to be rude, and to always be maintain a respectful and calm tone, because that way, if they end up, oh cool, wonderful, if they end up swearing at you or insulting you, you can simply just go, excuse me, whoever you're talking to, excuse me, but I would appreciate it if you calm down and continue this conversation in a calm, polite, civilized manner. I have been talking with you, despite all of the things I have said up until now not being to your liking, I have nonetheless said them with a calm, civilized way, because I do want to maintain this conversation civilized. I want to talk about things in a civilized manner. That is the way to do it. That is basically the way to do it. I want to talk to you. I wanted to talk to you in a calm, in a civilized fashion. I have been polite. I have not insulted you in any way, shape, or form. I understand that you do not appreciate some of the things I have said today, but that does not mean you are entitled to insult me. That does not mean you are allowed to. That does not mean you are free to insult me for no good reason. If you insist on continuing this conversation in an uncivilized manner, you can continue to swear, you can continue to insult. You are free to do that. You are well within your right to do that. But in that case, I no longer have any reason to continue being polite with you. And I assure you, my mouth is significantly more filthy than yours. And that's done. And that's the conversation. That's... Well, that's not the conversation, but that's a very good way of asserting your dominance within the conversation. Even though that whole concept no longer has any real meaning. But yeah, that's a good way of making things good. Of gaining an advantage, even when you don't seem like... As long as you are calm and collected, you have an advantage. And do not assume you will be calm and collected, and you do not assume intriguing mistress. Preposterous, no. And do not assume they will not be calm and collected. If you do that, you'll expect them to make mistakes that they might not even do, therefore giving you... putting you at a disadvantage in the talk, in the whole situation. So, you know, be smart about it. Be smart about it. If you need to. If you need to have that kind of conversation with anybody, be smart about it. That's the only way, that's the only real advice I can give you. Yeah. Anyway, this is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Actually, yeah, I should do that. Yeah, do that. You group up and maintain control of this whole region. Okay, yeah, this is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found this whole situation interesting, because I found it so funny. I found it genuinely funny. But yeah, this is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, well, too bad. We're gonna almost destroy Japan. Apparently Japan insists on not being killed immediately. Annoyingly. Look at this. Look at this. 95. Why do you have to have this land so well developed? 99. No, how expensive are you? How expensive are you? I need to know. 6. So it's just 5 war score. Is there any way I can get 5, like, my war score to be 5% more important, more useful? Oh. Wait, treaties, is there a way for me to get Hellenistic vassal, clear offer, 139, no. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I don't think there's a way for me to get this land to be worth more than this. Actually, can I get admin power from them? Demand diplomatic aid, demand military means. If I do this, military aids. Ooh, that's actually cool. Huh. Okay. Okay, some of this shit is cool, but no. No. That's all they'll have. That's all they'll have. Is this so? Okay. But yeah, this is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have found my story interesting. Maybe. Who knows? Like, subscribe, share, check out my Twitter down below, and see ya.